scintillating article about two teenage kids who eloped from Albany, Oregon, which if you don't know where that is, it's kind of near Portland, a little bit south. It's on the west side of the Cascade Mountains. And they had a plan to go to Pendleton, Oregon, to the Pendleton Roundup, the famous Pendleton Roundup, rodeo, pageantry, all kinds of fascinating stuff went on. I learned so much about that. But this song was about these two youths, and it took me about 2 years to figure out what the song should be about. And I was sitting there on a long airplane ride with the article and a pad of paper, and it occurred to me that their names were Stella and Melvin. And I thought, now who is Stella really? Who is Melvin? I'd kind of just assumed that Melvin was running off to the rodeo and Stella was going along, but you know, right there in the article was Stella at the trial said, hey, it was all my idea, and that we were just pals. And I thought with a name like Stella too, and Melvin. So anyway, this is the story of Stella. It's a true story. Two horse songs in one set. Stella Morgan wore her dark hair down. She could rope and she could ride. That boy Melvin, he worked all day in town. There was wonder in his eyes. Stella swore it was her idea to take that buggy and leave town. Melvin rode off with his daddy's shotgun, took a saddle that he'd found. It's a long way from Albany to Pendleton, but if we ride all night, we could make the round before dawn. They rode on, they rode on. They took the river road out east of town, up the Great Santiam Pass. Road got rocky, the buggy broke down. They saddled up, riding fast. It's a long way from Albany to Pendleton. If we ride all night, we could make the roundup before dawn. They rode on, they rode on. It was summer of 1913. The old West was dying, but Stella and Melvin had rodeo dreams, and so they'd ride. They got turned around and lost in those mountains, huddled up for the night. Local sheriff got the telegram from Albany, found their camp before the first night. It's a long way from Albany to Pendleton. If we ride all night, we could make the roundup before dawn. They rode on back to Albany. They rode on. Melvin told the judge we were just good pals. That's not all the trial told. Stella took her sister's wedding ring, fiery agate set in gold. It's a long way from Albany to Pendleton. If we ride all night, we could make the roundup before dawn. They rode on, they rode on, they rode on. the rest of the story, as Paul Harvey would say. And now you know. You almost know. So, Melvin was sentenced to reform school. And Stella was sentenced to the custody of her older sister. I will leave it to you to decide which punishment was worse.
Lots of fun will ensue.
So I've looked for the descendants of Stella Morgan and Melvin Peebles. Melvin has an enrollment record in the U.S. Navy later on in life. I was able to find that. I haven't spent the time to see if I can find descendants, but I thought it'd be fun to see if they even know about this story.
Did you say Peebles?
Peebles, yeah.
P-E-E?
B-L-S.
Oh,
B-L-E-S, yeah.
Peebles.
Yeah, and I couldn't find no record of Stella. I also was looking for a marriage record, but it looks like Melvin married someone else. So
Damn.
he learned his So I'm sure I'd love to find out more about both of them. That would be a blast, and find their descendants and see if they know that story. Or maybe they've worked hard to forget it.